Hey everybody, Andy here, aka Montolio. We are back for round 5 of Vintage League. We're actually playing for a trophy, and we're playing a funky Bant list today with Esper Sentinel. So let's see how we do. Won the die roll. Well, this has some tools in it, doesn't it? Our days is looking like butt, and so is this. So what could we do here? I mean, I'm keeping this hand. I'm not even going to think about it too much. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to crack this for blue. I'm going to play the Lotus, and then I'm going to play the Mox, crack this for blue. I'm going to play Lavinia, and I'll have 2 mana floating, one of which is blue that I can hard cast the Daze if need be. Then we can play the Mox, and then we can play the Noble Hierarch. The following turn, we can play Collector Roof if need be. Obviously, that is not good for our mana situation. But it may be a necessary evil. We could actually cast the Collector Roof this turn if we so chose to do so. And maybe it's worth it. I mean, it's a pretty powerful start to my turn, but obviously this hand is extremely fragile in a lot of ways. But landing Lavinia is a really powerful thing against a lot of decks. So, it shuts off all their mocks and etc. from coming down. So first things first, let's see if we can resolve our Black Lotus. That resolves. Now I'm going to play Mox Pearl. Now I'm going to cast Lavinia. And we can hard cast a Daze if need be now. And looks like Lavinia is going to resolve. Okay. Pretty decent. I mean, we're close to Hellbent, but okay. Let's see if they play them. Well, they won't play another Mox. The question is, what are we playing against here? Choose to not shuffle our library. Thali would be nice. Archon. Force of Will is not very nice. I don't want to cast the Collector Roof here. It just doesn't make any sense. They didn't shuffle their library, unfortunately. Oh, Oath of Druids. Oh, no. Well, we're going to lose to Oath of Druids almost assuredly. Yep. Just a turn too late, huh? Well, there's no point in doing that. Yeah, well, maybe they got their old targets in hand. Maybe they'll mill themselves right out. These things do happen with Oath. You don't ever want to concede against Oath of Druids if you don't have to. 9 cards. Okay. We will discard Collector Roof here. The Archon is definitely problematic. Swords would be nice. Not find a Swords. I think we can just dump our Force of Will here. Now, they don't have much left going on here. I think we'll die before they deck themselves, though, and they may have the Gaia's Blessing still to come in their 7 cards. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's not the worst. Problem is I die next turn, so I don't think I'll show them Thalia. All right. Excuse me, guys. A little bit of post-nasal drip there. That's a little bit of a tough loss for us, but we have some good tools here. I do like Endurance here. Certainly Digger's Cage. I could see the swords coming in. They could be pretty powerful. I don't know how good Esper Sentinel is, but it mightn't be the worst. Hull Breacher's probably fine. Archon's fine. We maybe want a couple Force of Vigors. Like, we're not going to be able to keep all these tools here. Something's going to have to give. Maybe this. I feel like Lavinia might be just a little bit too slow, but maybe it's not. How good is Endurance? I feel like Endurance is pretty good. It is a way to win. It blocks their flyers. Like Days more against this type of a deck on the play. Like Noble Hierarch's fine. Maybe Esper Sentinel's just a little bit on the cute side here. Like these can deal with an Oath. I've got Containment Priests. I've got a Cage. Archon of Emeria. I don't know. I always struggle with Force of Vigor against Oath of Druids. Like, is it actually good? Mulligan this one, I think. Much nicer hand. Problem with this hand is we're a little land light, but I still think we keep it. I'm going to put a Noble Hierarch away. Very vulnerable to a quick Oath coming down here, but I don't want to go down to 5. I mean, we have basically our best sideboard card against Oath here. Pretty vulnerable. You have to hope that our opponent just is playing fair here this game. All right. Did not find a land, unfortunately. So we could be in trouble here right now. Oath of Druids. I think I have to force this and pray they don't have a Fluster Storm. And if they do get this through, it looks like they are, then we are penciled into finding a land. And if we find a land, we should be okay. Well, that's not guaranteed, but I mean we're better off because we're have a chance of being able to resolve our Containment Priest. We're just in a lot of trouble if we don't. Well, I'm gonna have to swords my creature now. I mean, another option is I let them oath and kill their creature. That mightn't be the worst, but they're going to draw a card. I'm just not crazy about it. I think I'm going to just try and do it this way. It sucks to do it, but it's the world we're living in. And if it buys us a turn to be able to potentially find a land next turn to cast Containment Priest, we might just be all right. One card top, one bottom. Okay. Land? Okay. Do it in their upkeep. Maybe they're looking for removal from my Containment Priest. Very interesting. Let's hope this works, guys. Oh no. Well, that's bad news brown for me. See, they vampiric tutored and are shuffling it away. That's really weird. I mean, there's nothing I can do here. This is just, I mean, this thing is going to cause me a lot of problems. Now, how many cards do they have left here? See, I sadly cannot flash my endurance. I can actually get my endurance in, believe it or not. It doesn't do anything, though, to their deck. Hmm. Well, we tried our best, guys. It looks like Oath is going to get us here. We're losing our 5-0 trophy. Oh, that's a good one. Let's see if we can find a swords here. Does it resolve? We didn't find a swords, unfortunately. All right, well, do they have a second Archon is the question. Mm-hmm. And that does work. You just have to hope they mill their entire library to get the other one, where we can kill them. Yeah, you see, they just went down to 26 cards. It's not enough for me to damage them. Once again, I can put this into play and take their 26 cards here, but it's not going to be enough. Very sad, guys. we'll sacrifice that. Probably should have just blocked. It's inconsequential though. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as always, and please remember to hit the like and subscribe button. And we're gonna see you guys next time. Yeah, a little bit of a disappointing finish to our league, but of course, Ortho Druids is a good deck, and um, I think we had some tools to combat it, but we ended up on the raw side of things. So we'll see you guys next time.